Right. My final guest this round of interviews is Nathan Liefting from Opensource ICT, who is the co-author of a new Zabbix book. And Nathan, what was the inspiration or motivation behind creating the Zabbix book in its in open source form?
So we've been writing the Zabbix book since version 5. We did 6 and we did 7 as an updated version. And we were working with a publisher at the time, but we figured we can keep working like this and bring most of the revenue to the publisher, but instead we thought, why not just give back to the community? We created a foundation for the book which owns the copyright, and the foundation will then provide the book for free on the zabbixbook.com, as well as we will sell the book on platforms like Amazon.
Right.
And then all of the revenue that we do make on the printed version, we will use that to bring that money to some good causes or other open source projects. We're still figuring out exactly what. So we really just wanted to give back by making a good source, a reliable source in this book form, and then giving back any revenue and just giving the book for free as an ebook online.
That's such a cool initiative. That sounds great.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And which features of Zabbix do you think are the most underdocumented or underutilized? And how did you reflect that in the book?
Well, the book was never really meant as like trying to go about making more documentation or anything like that, because the Zabbix documentation is actually pretty solid in overall.
Sure.
No, it's more of an additional resource where you can get more details than you would get from the documentation, like actual practical cases where you can see, okay, I go through the steps like this with extensive explanation about why we do that to give you a good view of, hey, this is how you do things in Zabbix, and this is why you would do that in your production environment, for example.
Sure. And that brings me to my next question. How much hands-on experience with Zabbix would you recommend that somebody have before they dive into this book?
0.
Okay.
That's what we try to do with the book, really. So the idea has always been, we make sure that we start at the bottom,
right?
Literally with the installation of the Zabbix product. So you can choose if you want MariaDB or Postgres with timescale, and go through those steps to set up your platform in a production-ready way. But also if you have, let's say you're a Zabbix expert already, you did all the training, you can still get valuable information from the book, because we also go all the way to the end of what you can do with Zabbix and provide cool use cases that you might be able to implement, or just, learn more about the product. So anything from 0 to 100, really.
That sounds great. And are there any kind of like dream features or tools that you'd like to see in Zabbix that the book might help to inspire or support?
Well, there's many features that I personally want to see in Zabbix, of course. Now, I don't think the book will so much as be an inspiration to features, but it definitely can be, because what we want to do is we will also want to include like real-world use cases in the book. And then, we might start with a list of like 10 custom implementations that people did, us or people from the community that want to contribute to the book, because everyone is welcome to contribute. We are just doing it on GitHub. You sign over the copyrights, give it to the foundation, and you can write. And then from that practical, like hands-on, this is real-world stuff that you can do with Zabbix, maybe Zabbix development would read that, or some people from Zabbix that are managing some projects, and they'd be like, okay, this is pretty cool. We could, create a feature out of this. Or maybe it's the other way around. People are creating the feature themselves, and we can show you in the book how that would be done. And then you might not need Zabbix.
Sounds like a very interesting approach. Thank you so much for your time, Nathan, and thanks for being with us, and have a great rest of the summit.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure.